My friend said she put it up her bum once.
Oh, no. No.
I'm bleeding everywhere, but I haven't pooed it.
I went to Australia a couple of years ago with my brother. Danny, my brother, really wanted to go to the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, yeah.
But I have like a massive fear of sharks. Ever since I saw the film Jaws, I can't shake it. You know the Jaws poster where the shark is coming up from below and there's a little lady swimming along?
Little lady.
A little lady. That's all I can do.
Silly little lady. Why were you swimming, you silly?
I see myself as the little lady when I'm swimming. I'm the little lady.
Because we're weightless in water. So yeah.
Thank
so
you.
Little.
Because we're so little in the water. The guy who was like in charge on the boat was like this surfer dude, and he looked like 2009 Zac Efron. You know, like like floppy.
That was him in his
hair.
prime.
Oh,
yeah.
First man I ever loved, and he was really like nice and reassuring, and was like, "There's no sharks in this area. It's just really cute, like wildlife marina." And I was like, "I love cute wildlife marina. It's my favourite type of wildlife. I'm totally at one with it. Proper beach babe." And then we got to the site where we all jumped in. And I was starting to just sort of forget about the whole shark thing.
Yeah.
And then 2009 Zac Efron swims over and he's like, "I told you there was no sharks around." The only reason sharks would come right over this way is if they could smell blood, right? And at that moment, I remembered I was on my period. So I proper panicked. All I could think about was the shark coming from below. I weed my pants right there and then in the wetsuit. Yeah, in the space of 10 seconds, I had gone from flirtatious beach babe to panicking 22-year-old who had just
drowning,
pissed herself. I thought the wee would accentuate the smell of blood. It'd be like the bell at dinner time at school. Do you remember when they rang a bell? It was like, "Ooh, dinner." So I was like, "Oh my God, I've got to get back to the boat." You know when they drag a big fish onto like a trawler
you're
truck?
just like so heavy and full of wee. You filled your wetsuit with wee.
Like piss-stained woman getting back onto this boat, limbs everywhere. And then 2009 Zac Efron calls from the water. He's still with my brother in the water, and he was like, "What are you doing? I told you there was no sharks around here." And I was still in this state of panic, just didn't even think about what I was saying, no filter. Just went, "Yeah, I know, but I'm on my blob, and I thought the sharks would smell it from my fanny." Just straight out. The moment I've said it, I'm like, "Why have you said it like that?" Like, there's so many nicer ways to say it. It was just 20 people all just treading water, staring back up at me. Oh, it's got warm here. Danny was absolutely, he was like, "What have you done?"
Regretting his...
Yeah, I don't think 2009 Zac Efron was particularly...
no, it didn't
turned
work
on
for him.
From that, no.
See, I have something that happened to me, but it was in front of my boyfriend, which I think is maybe slightly better.
Why? What happened?
Firstly, I mean, we don't really talk about periods. Like, we live together, we talk about most things, but this, you know, I just talk about with my girlfriends.
Right.
So I use menstrual cups for my periods.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are they good?
Yeah, they're great.
I've heard about these.
Yeah, so they're like these little tiny cups made of silicone. They look like a tiny wine glass.
Oh,
they have a little bit at the bottom. It's quite sweet. I like to think a tiny wine glass for a mouse.
Yes.
Yeah, or London, a rat.
Yes, when they've had a stressful day.
Yeah, they'd have a little...
Pour me a menstrual cup of rosé.
So what you do is you fold them and then put them up yourself, and it collects your blood.
It unfolds once it's...
Oh, yeah. It goes like... It makes a little... Yeah. Well, I imagine it does. It's kind of a suction thing. Anyway, it feels
like a plunger.
Up. And stuffed, like a cork.
Oh, yes, but to the wine theme.
So you need to trim the stem according to your size or...
How deep the tunnel
Deep the tunnel is, exactly. And I kept trimming, and then my vagina just took it.
What, just engulfed it?
Yeah, it just sucked it up.
Thank you.
Sucked the menstrual cup. It was like, "No, I've got it now.
No.
You can't have it back." I just started to really panic, and you know, you're like sweating and like...
And then when you panic, you go even more tense.
Yeah. My friend said she put it up her bum once.
Oh, no. No.
I'm bleeding everywhere, but I haven't pooed.
I keep having to change my knickers, but God, I need a poo.
I digress. And then in the end, the only thing I could do was, my boyfriend was in the next room. And I had to ask him to come in and help me get it out.
With a fishing rod.
He was like, "I'll stay here. I got this." So So there we were, I'm bearing down. They were both there trying to get this out. And we did, like, and that because I managed to like push it a bit so we could grab hold of the stem.
Oh.
It would have been sweet, but as we did it, we did it with quite a lot of enthusiasm.
So
and
there was stuff to follow.
Yeah. There
The
was
afterbirth.
a tiny bit on his face, but he was fine.
Wow.
He was fine.
That's
He
a
didn't
keeper
bother him
there.
at all. Honestly, I loved him so much more after that. I was like, I can't. I felt like we had been through, like,
Well, he
a birth,
had.
you know, trauma together, and now I'm just like really relaxed about talking about it.
Yeah.
Some couples will get a puppy, you know, to bring them closer together. We have a menstrual cup.